Alright, this next one we've got a short notice replacement, Mike Breeden, taking on the fight against Alexander Hernandez. Alexander Hernandez, I don't know about you guys, but unfortunately for Alex, dude, to me, he is most well known for getting knocked out by Donald Cerrone after talking all of that smack. But he did look not too bad at the start of the first round. But after that, it kind of went downhill anyway. So after that, he beat Francisco Trinaldo, lost to Drew Dober, which I guess happens. Drew Dober at one point, I think he might even still be ranked, but I know that he was at the bottom end of the top 15 relatively recently. Beat Chris Grutismarker, who recently just beat Rafa Garcia, if I'm correct, who was 12-1 at the time, so that win has actually not looked too bad, and then he lost to Thiago Moises. But this is an interesting fight. Alexander Hernandez is actually he's actually a little bit he's actually surprised that he didn't win the fight, and if you actually look at the stats, the stats are a lot closer than a 30-27 decision. I'm gonna be honest. Alexander Hernandez outlanded Thiago Moises and was more active in the first round. He barely outlanded him in the second, but he got outlanded in the third. So I mean, there's an argument to be made there, I guess, but that's only looking at the stats. But yeah, coming up to this fight, obviously Mike Breeden, he's never fought in the UFC before, so we don't really have any stats. Oh, sorry, he fought in Dana White's Contender Series and lost. That's right, a decision as well. So we do have some sort of stats here. But he does absorb a lot of strikes, as I kind of said. He's very hittable on the feet. He lost to Anthony Romero, who was undefeated at the time about a year ago. And now he's coming back to fight Alexander Hernandez. Big opportunity for a debuting guy, that is for sure. But Alexander Hernandez, he should knock this guy out. But if he doesn't, it would not be a good look for him, in my opinion. If he wins in a pretty dominant way, I guess we could probably still talk about him being a bit of a prospect. I know Mike Breeden is from the regional scene, though. He hasn't fought in the UFC before, apart from Dana White's Contender Series. But if this fight actually lasts longer than a round, we could actually be in for a scrap. Mike Breeden, he would be pretty keen to stand and trade with Alexander Hernandez. I wouldn't recommend it, but if he wants to, he would stand and trade with Alexander Hernandez. But Alexander should finish this fight, man. He really should win by knockout. The odds are so open. You can't really disagree with them. Everyone's picking Alexander Hernandez, mostly by KO. I maybe a decision, but I don't see Breeden lasting that long. I think Alexander Hernandez should land and knock out Mike Breeden in this fight here.